Jason Tatum possesses. What specifically makes him such an elite player?
Well, if you're elite, it means you have a multi-dimensional game, and that's Jason Tatum to a T. He came in with a scoring mindset. His playmaking skills have advanced every single season. He also absorbs an enormous weight on the defensive end. This guy is elite for a reason, and it's because it's a well-rounded game.
6 to shoot. Screen by Embiid. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
And here's a timeout from Erik Spoelstra now. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Here's Hill. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
That's on Joel Embiid.
Man, the defender really went after him.
And you think about the Defensive Player of the Year award. It tends to go to big men. Any thought of dividing the award into 2? Maybe one for perimeter players and the other for big men?
Absolutely not, Brian. What we need to do is consider that the single most important thing it is for your defense nightly is guarding the best point guards or wings in the league. And the voters have got to understand it can't only be about big men. You know, that's just the power and strength from Anthony, able to take the hit and still play through it.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Inside. Hill. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Out to Anthony. To the middle. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
And here's Curry for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Curry's got 7 points.
Defensively, their effort hasn't been great early on.
Hill drives in. Here's Jokic. Back to Hill. Tries it from the top of the key. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Hill's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical. Well, these are the plays he's looking to make every single trip up the floor. Very offensive-minded guy.
Pass to Rice. "30 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And the call is going to be, yes, on a illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Jokic. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Curry. And he makes it on the layup. 9 points in the game.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Leading by 14.
28.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, you have to look at the advantage they have in the turnover department. I mean, that's a huge advantage for them in this game.
Offensively, they took care of the ball. And defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
And it's Jokic with the ball for Cincinnati. They trail by 14. Hill can't connect.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
And stolen by Jokic. Outside, Hill. Pass to Jokic. Oh, he's a monster. Jokic just flexing out here.
And Jokic has a number of moves to choose from, especially deep inside.
Here's Richardson. Left side, Curry. Back to Richardson. Now here's Tatum. Now Anthony. 2 on the clock. No good on the triple.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Pass to Rice. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit. Rice has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Jason Tatum talked about his development since coming into the league, and he said earlier, I was playing the game just to play the game instead of thinking it. It's tough when you're younger. You just want everything to happen so fast, but it doesn't work like that. Brian?
He's come a long way. All right, Allie, thank you.
Well, you can see the level of aggression. If Jason Tatum sees a window of opportunity to drive it, he will expose it.
And check out the immediate response to the jam.
Oh, both sides are fired up. Back to Curry. Curry draws the double. Lets a floater go. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, Doris, one of the highest compliments you'll hear about ball handlers is saying you can't speed them up.
That's exactly right, B.A., because pressure against the best players doesn't bother them. In fact, the greatest players want more than one defender because then they know that puts their team at an advantage if they can make great decisions.
Back to Jokic for 3. And it's Bird with a rebound. Here's Ewing. Rips down the breakaway slam.
The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Williams with the screen. Irving, that's good.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Down low. Ewing.
Patrick Ewing.
And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Curry looking it over. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. This will be his 3rd free throw of the game. And the technical free throw is good.
Stephen Curry, guys, is going to be remembered as the greatest shooter in the history of the sport, but we should not sleep on the amount of winning this guy has done as well.
Pass to Ewing. Here's Iverson. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. And you think about Jokic's point center game. He's a pioneer, Grant, a one-of-a-kind.
Oh, one-of-a-kind indeed. And historically, very few centers have led their team in assists, and none with the regularity of Jokic. So he's an outlier, but is he a trendsetter? Only time will tell.
Pass to Ewing. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Pass to Bird. Over to the wing. Here's Ewing. Here's Bowen. Knocks down the long J.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Here's Durant. And it's Bird with a rebound. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
If things are definitely working offensively, a balanced attack is just so much harder to defend. And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And that's a foolish pass. Plain and simple.
And Cincinnati has possession. 15-point game. Now Jordan. Still no points. The kick to Durant. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Well, good night for the defense. Dwight Howard finishes with authority.
And stolen by Durant. On the break. Takes a 3. And it's Ewing with a rebound. Here's Iverson. Finished off the break. Iverson's gotten his first basket of the night.
Action on the break has fueled them tonight. They're winning the transition battle.
Well, this is their pace. This is exactly how they want to play. A little fast, a little loose.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot.
Doesn't believe in soft finishes. The big fella's all about power.
Both teams will make substitutions.
At the line for 1.
And the free throw, no good.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
1:02 left in the first half of basketball. Jordan misses.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Pass to Cooper. Lets the 3 fly. He buries it from 3. Cooper's got 7 points.
Gotta D him up better than that. He's simply too good from beyond the arc.
And it's Howard finishing it off.
I'll tell you, running the pick and roll to perfection right there is Dwight Howard. Nice, strong roll to the cup.
Pass to Ewing. Here's Cooper. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, rejected by Howard.
Dwight Howard at his best, sending it back.
Wildcat substitution. Number 34. Hakeem Olajuwon.
Here's Jordan. Oh, wow!
BA, forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. And so that's the end of the first half. They lead by 14. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for the Wildcats. It's picked off. It's 2-on-1. The pull-up. Cooper's shot is off. Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Vision by Rose, right? Hits the open man. He's creating for others, and this guy is so tough to deal with.
Here's Garnett. Olajuwon. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pitch.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
When it comes to the scoring ability of Chet Holmgren, there's a lot to talk about, Doris.
Oh, come on, B.A. This guy is 7'1" and a sweet shooter from long range. He can put it on the deck and get to the mid-range. He can finish at the rim. Oh, my goodness, look out.
And what you immediately notice about Chet Holmgren is his uniqueness. He's got size, but also tremendous agility. He can hit outside shots or battle down low.
Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there, that makes the game easy.
Here's Rose. Pass to Holmgren. And it's Irving with a rebound.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Here's Garnett. Fades back. And the shot goes. Garnett's got his second basket.
Boy, you have got to be pleased with the start of this third quarter. 3 for 4. Well, this guy's starting to rediscover that athleticism. What about that finishing flush?
Pass to Garnett. Here's Olajuwon. Fires for 3. That one no good.
Well, you can see they are willing to absorb some of these open shots from this guy because obviously another miss here.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
And he sinks the second. And he nails the third. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Pass to Cooper. Outside Irving. They set a pick. Oh, sweet move. And Irving powers it home.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. Durant takes it in. It's rebounded by Olajuwon.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
And Holmgren already has the trust of his teammates, which is why they set screens for him.
Carter inside. Pass to Olajuwon. Here's Garnett. Off target from three-point range. Trying to make up ground here.
And with plenty of time left, you want to play with urgency, but not desperation.
Dwight Howard has made a living off of dunks. My goodness.
Now here's Carter. No points so far. He's off on that one. Rose outside. Howard in the high post. Outside Durant. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Jordan. Fires it. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. He's got free throw attempts 4 and 5 here.
At the line for Cincinnati, Michael Jordan.
And he makes a first.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And both free throws good for Jordan. Curry with it. He's got 11. Outside Richardson. Stolen by Jones.
Oh! Gets it down! Showing some power. Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger.
Yeah, there is an art to working for the best shot available, and that right there is it.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Yeah, Embiid can throw it down from anywhere. So much power for the big fella.
Now Jordan. He's got 13. Cincinnati needs to get off a shot. Wallace misses.
If they just continue to dominate the boards.
Here's Anthony. The kick out to Richardson. Anthony up top. Pass to Curry. Goes up at the elbow. Misses off the right iron. And here is Hill. He's got 10.
Look out below.
You got no chance of defending him right there. The ball's knocked loose. And so the ball out of bounds. Jones touched it last. On defense, Cincinnati. Trailing by 5. On the wing, Tatum. Anthony outside. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. Richardson uses the glass on the layup. Richardson's got his first basket.
Boy, creating opportunities at point-blank range. This is exactly what you want.
Now here's Jordan. He's got 13. And Embiid with the block.
Meet him at the rim, Joel. Just a fantastic block there from Embiid.
This guy's been impressive this quarter, putting his team on his back.
The kick to Tatum. Back to Anthony. Hill with the double team. Outside Richardson. Pass to Tatum. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Cincinnati. Williams looking around. Now Jordan. Puts it up for 12. Ooh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
And despite the defender's length, he goes right up from the mid-range.
Well, I'll tell you, I love that he's not afraid to take on the size mismatch there, Greg. It doesn't matter. Just make shots.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game thus far. They're up by 3. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the... Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for Cincinnati. It's a 3-point game. It's Hill with the drive. Ooh, good D by Irving. Outside Curry. Pass to Tatum. Here's Olajuwon. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Well, Jason Tatum has proven he can score at the NBA level, but you want to see him share the basketball. Pretty pass. Great effort on the glass by the big fella. Nice work.
And they'll get another chance. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. Down low. Here's Hill from the high post, and perfection right through the net.
Just a bad time for a defensive breakdown, and he really took advantage.
We call that execution, getting the ball to the right guy where he can do some damage.
Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
The three from Curry. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum.
Very difficult to keep the ball out of Stephen Curry's hands because of all his movement. He can shoot from anywhere, and right now the defense has no answer.
On the wing, Wallace. Back to Hill. Just 4 to shoot. Puts one up from 19. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
Outside Tatum. There's the triple. Knocks it down from distance.
Boy, that jumper is as pure as it gets. Jason Tatum off a pass from his teammate makes easy work of it.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra said to the team. He isn't liking what he's seeing out there on the perimeter, saying to his guys, defensively, we're too lax, and they're getting any three they want. And offensively, the ball movement, it isn't crisp, which is why we're not getting many opportunities from outside. I want to see improvement on both ends.
Allie, thank you. Pass to Olajuwon. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's on Nikola Jokic. And he knocks down the first one. And he can't hit the second. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. For 3, Durant. Yes, sir! KD for 3.
Oh, boy. Don't allow Kevin Durant to get comfortable from there. It could be a long night if you do.
Here's Olajuwon. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Olajuwon's got 5 points in the quarter.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
For 3, Durant. The shot misses. Here's Irving. And that one's good.
Assistant, Hakeem Olajuwon.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Top of the key. That shot off.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
Curry with it. Irving picks him up. Pass to Olajuwon. Over Jokic. Clock at 6. Shot's good by Olajuwon.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Outside Irving. Lays it up and banks it in.
Gets in the paint and drains it. Kyrie Irving, show off that touch.
Out to the right wing. A nice shot by Cooper.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
And it's Irving off the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
Here's Curry. It's hauled in by Cincinnati.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Durant with it.
Kevin Durant has become masterful at drawing the contact. That is beautifully done.
The first one falls.
At the line for 2.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
So critical that your big men be able to shoot free throws at a high rate.
Outside Curry. Jacks up a 3. Holmgren there for the rebound.
They could have used more of those kind of rebounds earlier. It's hurt their cause.
Here's Jokic. It's stolen by Tatum. Curry fires. Curry splashing one down from 3.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Here's Durant. Screen by Holmgren. Durant drives in, and he slams it down.
Where Kevin Durant has really grown is manipulating pick and roll, making the right read, and this guy just adapts and adjusts so quickly.
Curry! It's money from deep.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Cleared away by Curry. On the break. Count it.
Well, this is what makes Steph Curry so difficult to defend, right? A sharp passer on top of everything else he brings in terms of his scoring ability.
Now Jordan. Irving with a rebound. Outside Curry. In the corner, Tatum. Fires the three. Now Curry. Here's a pass to Tatum. And stolen by Holmgren.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Wildcats.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And with this one, they go double digits in the win column. And we've come to expect these kinds of strong games for Stephen Curry.
Boy, he makes it look easy, almost like he was just hanging out in the gym practicing today. That's how good it was.
And here's Jordan. Ooh, the shot misses. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Curry lays it in easily.
It would be easy to take for granted the greatness we see every time Stephen Curry hits the floor. Another special performance right now.
Stephen Curry! And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the